Anyways, that should be fine. We've got the maps, most of the maps written down, and they can clarify if I forget anything. So we should be all good, guys. It is going to be a best of 7 CHEESEDOWN. A match between two of the most aggressive, insane, and crazy players out there. We are going to be diving into match right now between NoRegreT and Haas. Up here on the top left-hand side in the red, the Zerg player. Surprisingly not building a spawning pool just yet. It is NoRegreT. And down here in the bottom right-hand side in the blue, the Protoss, it is Haas. It's got a little anime character there. Cool. He's going to be going for gate opening and looking like he wants to take his own natural. Meanwhile, NoRegret's going to be the first player to open up a little bit wildly with that gold base. I would not... this was actually Haas's map pick, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Haas go straight for his own gold as well. Let's see. No, it looks like he actually just is doing a normal expansion. Wow. Someone call Owen Wilson right now, because I am surprised. And okay. All right. Never mind. We're going to see a cannon rush on the gold. This is going to be sick. Oh my god. So he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna cannon rush your gold here. He needs to get it going though. He hasn't started the pylon yet. That's almost too late. By the time this pylon finishes, he's only gonna have about 15 seconds. Okay, he'll get the cannons down in time. Okay. So you want to get the cannons down, of course, before the creep spreads out. But you also want to have the ability to cancel most of them. So he wants to build 2, maybe a third cannon, probably just 2, so he doesn't delay his nexus too long. Yeah, I don't think he'll drop the third one unless he lets the hatchery finish. Oh, he sees the drones coming. He's definitely going to let these cannons finish then. Starts another pylon there as well. These 2 cannons are going to go down, but that one in the back is standing strong. And oh, he gets another cannon down. Cancels this one just before it finishes. This one here, he's going to have to cancel. Does cancel it just in time. But that cannon in the back, there's not much surface area. Actually, oh, hold the phone. 4 drones can fit on that. It's actually going to go down. Oh, this cannon, how many drones can it take with it? It's going to focus down 1 drone. Second drone will end up falling. The probe helping it, making it so the cannon can 2-shot rather than having to 3-shot. This cannon in the back is still going to be up, but NoRegreT is going to defend for now. Already holding on. Only, like, the thing is, this base can't die because now the creepers spread. Extra cannons can't go down. So even though this cannon stands strong, this probe can't really finish this off at all. The whole position on the probe tries to buy an extra second. Sick control from Haas. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think he should just focus fire drones here. But let me see. He's going to kill the Zergling. There we go. Yeah, he's just going to focus down 1 drone. And, ooh, good Spore Crawler trick to save that drone. Nice play from NoRegreT. Total of only 4 workers were killed here. But Haas has got an expansion. Haas has got 26 probes versus 16. I think this was actually worth it for Haas, guys. Gold base is up, though. NoRegreT can catch up. And it looks like Haas is saying, well, I'm going to go take my own gold to try and keep up in that economy. So, yeah, I have no idea who's ahead in this scenario. I would say Haas has a small advantage, but he doesn't really have any tech down yet, so it's hard to be sure of that. He does have a mothership core out, but without anything like oracles or glaive adepts or anything like that on the way, he's just kind of stuck on 1 gate and trying to continue everything. Supply blocked a little bit right now as well, waiting for that nexus to finish. And now NoRegreT has map control with Zergling speed, +1 melee on the way. Only 6 drones in the main, but a mostly saturated gold base. A lot more drones on the way. And NoRegreT can always choose to go all in behind this. He can definitely do this. Oh, sorry guys. Apologies, forgot to fix up my overlays there. It's been a very long stream today. It's the last stream before I head off. So oh man, this elevator's killing it. So I'm a little bit off my game, but Jesus. He's getting in there. Where's the overcharge? Haas, where's the overcharge? Okay. Yep, just bide your time, Haas. Bide your time. He's got a Zealot here and a Mothership Core. They can deal with this for now, but the Zergling speed finishes. And now that natural is very exposed. There's a cannon there at the wall, but the Nexus will take some damage. These melee Zerglings causing a lot of trouble behind this. Tons of workers are on the way. But if Haas can defend this and have his own gold base up, he might be looking okay. An Adept is there. A Zealot still sitting in that main mineral line. In that choke point, trying to provide a little bit of safety. These gas probes very exposed. NoRegreT wants to get them. He's going to grab 1. He's going to grab a second. Mothership Core comes forward. Tries to pick off a few of these lings. Gold base is finishing up. Meanwhile, the third of NoRegreT only just starting. So Haas has got 3 base versus the 2 of NoRegreT, but NoRegreT slowed him down enough though. Has a lair on the way behind this. Gotta like NoRegret's position. These Zerglings just being so annoying. Haas struggling to get rid of these. Finally takes those out. And is knocked back in mining, though. Does he transfer workers to the gold? He can't right now because he's blocked his wall and he was afraid of an all-in follow-up. Still does not have a stalker out, and that Overlord there on hold position. Just the stationary elevator Overlord being very, very frustrating. It's going to be Twilight Council and +1 on the way behind this. Going to try to break down those pylons to get out of his base. We're going to see exactly how he does this. Hydra Den on the way. Not even using that Evo Chamber to get +1 range yet. I think NoRegret's just going to be going for the fastest possible Hydra Bane here. Probably stop at about 55 drones and go completely all in off that. Since he has a 4th hatch, I imagine he will be droning up a little bit more, but... What is Haas doing? What? Why? You have... What? Okay, you know what? You know what? I would never even think of this. He's never going to probe this. He has no plan to probe this. He's taking this to make it look like he wants a 3rd right now so that NoRegreT doesn't think to go check the gold. That's like the only purpose of this Nexus. It's not like he wants 4 bases when he only has 44 probes. He's literally taking the base just to pretend he wants a base right now. He's like, well, I need the pylon anyway. It's just 400 minerals, and that's cheaper than actually trying to protect my gold. So... Here we go. Banelings are actually going to try and hit it. They are going to take this down. The thing is, NoRegreT doesn't really... Haas doesn't really care. He's like, oh, cool. You wasted some units on this. I actually don't give a shit. He's making charge. He's got a robo and a bunch more gateways on the way behind this. The longer NoRegreT goes without scouting this gold, the more Haas gets back into this game. Right now, if NoRegreT finds that gold, shuts it down, he's on 4 base against a 2 base Protoss. But if he doesn't realize, right now, this bare, empty gold base in terms of defense is mining a ton. The income is actually well ahead for Haas right now. And even though there are Hydras on the way, charge lots are going to be very, very dicey. If they can engage where there's no Banelings, just into Hydras and Zerglings, that's going to be really nice. Of course, it's a bunch of time before he gets to the point where he can afford that. Haas still trying to go for this. Going to lose a few more Zealots here. The problem is, of course, the army supply. Haas still needs time to catch up in this game. And NoRegreT, he's going to see it. I think he's going to realize as well. Sees no base. Still hasn't checked the gold. You're playing Haas. Check the gold. Oh, man. I mean, you'd never expect there to be a gold, though. You really wouldn't. Like, you've just killed his 3rd. There's no way that he would have a gold in any normal game. What NoRegret's forgetting is that he is not playing a normal game. He's playing a game against Hassan. Oh, man. Zergling's coming in. This is actually a trap. This is not good. Unless he can kill a lot of probes in the main. This is a lot of Zerglings that are going to die. Good probe drill out of there. But, oh, he's losing quite a few of those workers on the retreat. But he's going to trap a lot of these Zerglings. I think this is about as efficient a trade as Haas could have hoped for. Oh, but every gateway gets depowered. Okay. The Artosis pylon does fall, crying out in pain, wishing there was a tasteless pylon to back him up. The Templar Archives is going to go down as well. Okay, don't worry. Never mind anything I said before, guys. NoRegreT is way in the lead now. Now, the only problem is he might assume it's a 2 base all-in, so he might sit back. Realistically, though, NoRegreT is miles ahead. He's on 58 workers. He's got Bane speed. He's got +2 melee. He's killed so many probes this game. 19 workers have gone down. These Zealots are going to come in on the gold base, trying to do some damage, of course, without Warp Prism backing them up. Oh, he's trying to warp in more Zealots, but that's a ton of Hydralisks. Good cancel. And does fall back for now. Haas unable to spend his money since those gateways were depowered for so long. And not in the best position right now. Only down 8 workers, but the problem is he's on a very short-term piece of tech. No, Haas! He morphed his Archons behind his wall so they couldn't squeeze out, so he's got to kill his own Cybercore. He says, it doesn't matter, I'm only making Zealots anyway, I don't need one of those. He's not even going to bother rebuilding it. Haas, oh man. Oh, it's so hard to play against NoRegreT, man. Look at this. Ling Bane comes out, intercepts this. I think Haas just losing that production time. He's lost a little bit much momentum this game. Good Zealot warping up there, though. Gonna go for a big Ling counterattack. Hydras and Banes on the defense, though. NoRegreT prepared for this. Holy shit. No regret. Reading his opponent's mind. Knows exactly what's going to be coming his way. And here we go. Zealots headbutting into those Banelings. A few more Banes and Hydras are there. Drones going down. These Hydras being miss-A move because there's an engagement on the front. No regret will clean up the engagement on the front, though. So he will push back those Archons, and Zealots does lose a bunch of drones in the meantime. And more Zealots getting into his main base right now. Haas going for these big engagements. These Zealots are going to get worn down by these Hydras, though. And back at home, No Regret is pushing into those cannons. Haas still with that gold base, the only thing that's keeping him alive in this game. No Regret trying to push in. Is this an overextension? I think it might be. Archons and Zealots just getting on top of these Hydras is good, but here we go. The Reinforce arrives. One fantastic Baneling detonation, but the Hydras, they are getting engaged on by these Zealots and Archons. This is a good fight for Haas. It's about as good as he could have hoped for with a massive army deficit that he's had this game, but at the end of it, I don't think it matters, and No Regret. Just dealing with that cannon rush too well early on, ending up with the nice gold base income. I think it all comes back to the fact that, like I said, Haas's cannons weren't started early enough. He needed to get that pylon down in the gold a little bit faster. Even just a 5 or 10 second kickstart on that would have started things off. He's still going well. Zealot's trying to get into the different bases, picking off workers here and there. Haas doing everything he can to defend, but he's got so little at home. Just a couple of Archons. His Natural's been evacuated. He's actually just killed a ton of workers. The entire main base just got decimated. No Regret down to just 30 workers. He's got to be careful. No Regret getting a little bit sloppy in the tail end of things. Hydras and Zerglings come in. The Archons are going to try and get on top of this. I think these Archons are more than a match for this number. The probes being pulled off the line. Doesn't really need those probes right now, so I guess it's not too bad losing them. Plus 2 melee Zerglings, though, of course, do shred those workers. And look at the supply count and the worker count, guys. How the hell? Right now, Haas is tied on workers with No Regret. Yes, he's still down in army supply, but he's got 1-1 upgrades. He's got a couple of Archons. There's still hope. Somehow, there is still hope. I thought he was dead about 2 minutes ago, but now he's massacred No Regret's economy. He's coming through with some Zealots and an Archon. They're not going to really do anything, though. He's just going to try and ferry these units out of this base and save what he can. Archons and Zealots warping in even more. Here come more Zerglings. They're going to run right on into the main base. No Regret gonna find the opening, and that's gonna spell disaster for Haas. Nothing there to defend. Probes trying to drill out of there, but plus 2 melee Zerglings just rip him apart. And a lot of those are gonna go down. The gold base is almost completely mined out as well. This is Haas's last army. He knows he needs to win with this push. He's making more Archons, more Zealots. It's gonna be one big Archon Zealot all in, but he is down 20 army supply. The Lings and Banes are here. It's all about these Baneling hits on the Zealots. So far, so good, but the Banelings are exhausted. And these extra Zealots do come through to the front line, but I think there's just enough Hydras to hang on. And No Regret's going to shut that down. GG! What a game. What a game one to start things off here in the CHEESEDOWN. This is just crazy. I did not expect things to kick off this hard, actually. I was really worried we'd have 4 really one-sided games, one way or the other, or 6 or 7 really one-sided games. So that was actually a 13.5-minute game, very back and forth. 83 workers built by No Regret, 69 by Haas, and most of those did die in that game. Nice. Okay, map 2 Ascension.